to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It is week 8 of the EA Sports college football season, and the games are getting more intense. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Guys, Coach Cignetti told me right before the game, this is a moment of do or die for this team. The national champions have really struggled here lately. They cannot afford...
He's got it out. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
People still fill in the stands, and it takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Indiana's offense will go to work first. And here comes Josh Hoover. He had a tough game in that loss last time out. 3 times he threw picks and only 1 touchdown pass. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Envy were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have 2 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
So Michigan's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
Hey, man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. This defense, they are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly who they are. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop the run. Like, they make things really hard for quarterbacks, Jesse. And this quarterback on the other side
breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Throwing, Underwood. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Finds a little space. Still on his feet at the 35. There he goes to the left. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. Rolled his way into the end zone.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Baller, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off erases some angles and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. They go right back to it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. So here comes the Michigan offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. On the run, it's Marshall. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so...
Maybe a crease. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. QB draw. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Here's Underwood to throw. They'll run the screen. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this to the air. It's Hoover. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Wants to return it. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Blue 22.
Gets the back moving. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Got a little grass. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go. Ready.
Run in the red zone, it's Marshall. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Underwood. Here's a heat. Makes the catch. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Sets up the screen. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass, try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. The give to the back. Could be an alley. Picks up the first down. The 40. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Give him 114 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Now on first down from the 30. Throwing, Underwood. Fires left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Great place to start for this offense. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Hoover. Fires toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Field goal is good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll leave it with the lone back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Well, they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
And they try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it. And you could
might have a chance. The 50. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. That's caught, it's Preston. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. The play-action fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Richard. At the 45. Maybe some room here. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. And the Hoosiers are marching down the field. They'll give it to him again. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Hoosiers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. After run, now throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. On the move, he fires. And he's got it. Touchdown, Indiana! It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Looking for room. It's Marshall. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll do it himself on the draw. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Creates a little space. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Now on 1st down from the 28.
Blue 22. Blue 22. Stick.
Here's Underwood to throw. Pulls it in. It's Marshall. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense in their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Underwood on the play action. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. On the sweet spin, and he's free. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Michigan. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
On to attempt the try. Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they light up the scoreboard covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and look for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get it.
There he goes. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys, I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to pass. It's Hoover. Fires to the right. He's got it. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Preston. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking downfield, and time is running short. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's...
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 17 team, the Pitt Panthers. And it's the Hurricanes, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Pocket breaking down. And it's a sack.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverine.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield, you're trying to find an open guy, you're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's shot. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Right back to it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. There's some room. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's got his man across the middle. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. The Hoosiers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they force that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Flips it out in the flat. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
Great job in the open field making that tackle on defense. You know, you'd like to think your running back in space could make that guy miss on 3rd down, but really nice job with the fundamentals on that tackle.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And the extra point splits the uprights. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts
turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Makes it past the marker. Touchdown, Wolverines! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Hey guys, checking in from the Indiana sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Bring in the heat. He sacked this defense all over him.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Hit as he throws. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Indiana! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker.
Number 15, set to kick it off.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So here comes the Michigan offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Give to the single back. Got enough for the first. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
Black 18. Red 25.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Ready, ready. Blue 30. But hard.
There's a crease. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Tries to do it himself on the draw.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
So now it's 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Got a man. It's Marsh. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Underwood. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Running inside, it's Marshall. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st.
Timeout.
They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Other scores around the country. Slippery 14. University of New Haven 7.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's got it again. Here's a little room there. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. back to throw. It's Hoover. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. The sure hands. It's shot. There he goes. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Catch in the middle. It's shot. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run play action. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on third and goal. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Looking for the goal line. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. That leaves him with a tough fourth down situation. You'd love to just chip into the lead, but at this point, a touchdown's what you're at.
And I think it just clears up the decision-making later in the game. But I think you stay aggressive here. You try to get the...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
The snap sets up to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the fourth quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game, it looks like.
The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little...
Oh, he's got some space. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Jet sweep to the receiver. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Underwood, under fire, and he never had a chance.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, and that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
Looking for room at the 30. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burns when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Bunch formation for these receivers. The run inside. It's Martin. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Finds his man in the middle. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Makes the grab in their space. He's at the tip, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Indiana!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.
Move, ready. Wide 80. Go. Move.
Play fake, Underwood. Under fire. Complete to the left. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Marshall. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Calls his own number. Maybe a crease. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And I tell you what, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long. But in a big spot in the fourth quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
The Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Number 22, set to kick it away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David. But
got a lot of room to the right. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. To the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
And how about the big tight end doing the work for the quarterback, man? Nice, short, safe throw. And how about the speed, the athletic ability? You've seen the evolution of the tight end in the history of football, and this is exactly why. They went from being a big target to now a guy that can make plays after the catch and make big home run plays like he did right there.
Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. You're getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he...
Turning it on! Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle, it's shot. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
And the Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going for 6. Touchdown, Indiana! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Got a little grass. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Wolverine. And the route is on. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
And it's it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Caught over the middle. It's Preston. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Mark down at the 44. That's a first down for the offense.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. On the run, fires downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time has run out. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.